Hello, dear students. I, Hina Kausar, welcome you again for my today's session. We are learning the paper The Social Construction of Childhood. Our topic for today is Strategies for Prevention of Violence in Childhood. Children's exposure to violence is an issue that touches everyone, an American tragedy that scares children and threatens the safety of communities. All children require love, nurturing, and support to thrive and break the cycle of violence that affect them. Encourage your children to discuss the violence. Allow them to express what they are feeling, including fear, anxiety, or anger. Listen as they talk about it again and again if necessary. Follow are some of the tips for the prevention of child abuse. First, try to understand your children. Learn how kids behave and what they can and can't do at different ages. Have realistic expectation and be reasonable if children fall short. Keep your children healthy. Denying children food, sleep and health care is abuse by neglect. Get help with alcohol or drug problem. Keep children away from anyone who abuses those substances. Watch your words. Angry or punishing language can leave emotional scars for a lifetime. Get control of yourself before disciplining a child. Set clear rules so the child knows what to expect. Avoid physical punishment. Take a time out. Stop if you begin to act out frustration or other emotions physically. Find someone to talk with or watch your kids while you take a walk. Call a child abuse prevention hotline if you are worried you may hit or harm your child. Make your home a violence-free zone. Turn off violent TV shows and don't let kids stay under the same roof with an abusive adult. Join a support program for new parents. So I hope this guideline or say this some tips will help to you to understand the prevention for child abuse. Take regular break from your children. This will give you a release from the stress of parenting full time. Know the sign of child abuse and neglect. These may include unexplained injuries, depression, fear of a certain adult, difficulty trusting others or making friends, sudden changes in eating or sleeping habits, sudden changes in behavior or school performance, inappropriate sexual behavior, keeping secrets and being aggressive. Use correct name for all body parts and teach your child the correct name of all body parts. Teach your child that no one should ask them to keep secret from their parents or caregivers, to see or touch their private part or for help with an adult or other child's private part. If a healthcare professional has to examine these parts of the body, be present. Teach your child it is okay to say no to touches that make them uncomfortable. For example, if your child does not want a hug, a family member or friend, respect their decision to say no to this contact. Remember that child abuse often repeats itself in the next generation. By doing what you can to prevent it today, you can help save children's lives far into the future. Violence against children is a global issue that affects millions of young lives and hinders their physical, emotional, and social development. It can occur in various forms: physical abuse, emotional maltreatment, sexual exploitation, neglect, and exposure to violence in homes, schools, or communities. Preventing violence in childhood requires a comprehensive and multi-level approach involving families, schools, communities, and policy frameworks. Now, let's understand or learn these preventive measures in little detail, that strengthening families and parenting skills, positive parenting program, educate parent and caregivers on non-violent discipline, child development and emotional bonding, like triple P, for example, positive parenting program, parent effectiveness training program. Second, home visitation services, train professional visit at risk families to provide guidance, monitor safety and offer support, especially helpful for young or first time parent in low income settings. C. Support for parental mental health and substance abuse, addressing domestic stressors that increase the risk of violence. Second, legal and policy framework. First, A in that child protection law, enforcement of laws like the protection of children from sexual offences, POCSO Act in India, global conventions like the UN Convention on the Right of the Child. B. Mandatory reporting mechanism, laws requiring teachers, doctors and community workers to report suspected abuse. C. Banning corporal punishment, prohibition of physical punishment in schools, home and child care institutions. Third, education and school based interventions. A. Safe school environments, creating child-friendly spaces where bullying, discrimination and corporal punishments are actively discouraged. B. Life skills and emotional learning, teaching children to manage emotions, resolve conflict peacefully and seek help when needed. C. Training teachers and staff, sensitizing educators to detect signs of abuse and respond appropriately. Fourth, community awareness and involvement. A. Public awareness campaign, using media, community meeting and cultural program to challenge norms that tolerate violence. Campaigns like Break Silence or Save the Girl Child, involving religious and community leaders, leveraging local influence to promote non-violence and child protection. Child protection committees, village or ward level bodies that monitor and report abuse and provide local support. Mental health and counseling services. A. Trauma informed care, providing psychological support for children who have experienced or witnessed violence. B. Helplines and crisis services like Childline 1098 in India offers 24/7 emergency help and connect children to relevant services. Sixth, addressing structural inequalities. A. Poverty alleviation. Economic stress can increase domestic violence. Providing livelihood support reduce risk. B. Access to education and healthcare. Education empowers children and families to break the cycle of abuse and dependency. C. Social inclusion, addressing caste, gender, and disability based discrimination that makes some children more vulnerable. Seventh, participation of children. A. Empowering children, educating children about their rights and encouraging them to speak up. B. Children's club and peer networks, Platforms where children can express themselves and support each other. Conclusion: preventing violence in childhood requires an integrated, multi-sectoral approach that combines legal protection, education, community involvement, and family support. It also demands a cultural shift towards zero tolerance for all forms of child abuse. Empowering children, training adults, and creating safe environments are essential steps towards building a society where every child can grow up in safety and dignity. So, students, here I conclude my session for today. I hope you have understood the today's session. Don't forget, today we have learned the preventive measures to stop the violence against children. See you in the next session where we will end our classes. Thank you for attending my session. Take care. Goodbye.